Hello, and as always, thank you for watching us here at Palos Heights Community Channel 4. My name is Carol Steffen, and we have a whole group on camera with us today. We're at a very exciting event on this beautiful, beautiful day in October. We're at a new store in town, new service in town at about 83 and Harlem Avenue would be just a general direction, but specifically it's 7702 West 119th Street, which we know is College Drive, 119th Street, and Route 83. It's called Zound's Hearing, and we're here at a very exciting time for the ribbon cutting. And with this, I'm going to hand the microphone over to our mayor, Bob Strauss.
Grace, Carol. It's great to see another redevelopment of a project that we one time there was a Burger King here, in case you didn't know that, and now we've had that building torn down basically, and this whole area redeveloped, and it's great that you came out to join us here. I think it shows just the dedication and the commitment that City of Palos Heights has made to the healthcare industry. I was seeing the other day I was looking at some statistics, and 65% of our workforce here in town work in healthcare. So this is just another added benefit. Well, welcome here, and I guess first time is to start cutting the ribbon here.
Well, thank you.
There you go. Great.
I should mention this is sponsored by the Palos Area Chamber of Commerce, who are very, very supportive with all the businesses here in town. So the trick is to join the chamber. Am I right? Okay. Thank you for staying with us and joining us into the kind of the private offices of Zound's Hearing, 7702 West 190th Street, here in Palos Heights. There's a nice celebration going on, celebrating the grand opening that was in this beautiful day in October. But we stepped in thinking like to talk more to the owner and the licensed hearing expert to talk more about what Zound's is. We've had the grand opening, we had the celebration going on. But let's find out exactly what they're contributing to the people here in Palos Heights and the surrounding areas. To my right, your left, is Karen Liddell, who's the owner. Tell me, Karen, how you got into this, and tell me how, are there any others here in the state of Illinois? Tell me a little bit of the history.
Well, first of all, the franchise is born in Arizona. I am the first franchisee in Illinois, so that is exciting to me. And I got into Zound because I was looking for a way to, in my career, with an opportunity that would allow me to help folks. My career has been as an accountant. That's numbers, that's a little impersonal. So I started looking around for things that I could do to get back. I looked at some home health kind of situations that involved more employees than I was comfortable with having. And then I came upon Zound's. The model was 2 employees. And the story is invaluable. We call it the Sam and Kate story. And in a nutshell, it is the father's love for his daughter, who was hearing impaired at a very early age. And he, as an electrical engineer, said, I'm spending thousands of dollars and my daughter still cannot hear. I'm going to build her a hearing aid. And he did. And we think our technology is superior, and we think our price point is superior because we are buying directly from Sam.
Okay.
So we don't have 3 and 4 middlemen to go through. So as we advertise a $9.99 hearing aid with a remote control and a charger and rechargeable batteries, and we service that aid for the life, we really mean it. We put our number in the ad, $9.99 per aid.
Thank you for choosing Palos Heights to set up your business. We more than welcome you here. We enjoy the businesses, and you'll find a lot of support here. I think you'll be delighted with dealing with the people of the Palos Heights area, and we cover a lot of areas in Channel 4 now. To my left, your right, is Jeff Clark. And Jeff, tell me what your proper title is.
I'm the licensed hearing aid specialist.
Okay. And how long have you been doing that?
Almost 10 years.
Okay. Is this a new program for you to become familiar with, this technique or device?
Well, throughout my career, I've fit just about every hearing aid that you can imagine out there. I decided to come to Zound's because Zound's Hearing has the best pricing and great technology. I mean, you get a 16-channel hearing aid. You can we fit it the same day. And we just really lets me focus on helping people out more so than selling hearing aids. So I just love that opportunity. If I was to start a business from scratch, it would have been a Zounds.
Really? It's interesting that you say helping people out, and I found in recent readings, interestingly, I mentioned there was an article in the paper yesterday about the importance of attending to the lack of hearing. We just kind of ignore it as we as we get older. We kind of ignore and say, "Oh, it's part of aging, and I'm just going to have to deal with it." Article yesterday, I'm sure that you'll back this up, is don't ignore it.
No, because it only gets worse. And we want to be active and healthy and engaged and going to dinners and playing cards and hearing everything that is possible for us to hear. So when articles come out like that, that is a help to us.
Sure.
Because currently Medicare does not pay for the price of an aid, although it will pay for the price of the hearing test, but we offer the test for free.
Okay.
So when those articles come out, that brings attention to the fact that, hey, this is an important part of getting older, and that we all do.
Well, with the aging of our population is certainly evident. But it was interesting because I didn't realize that it had such, I'm trying to look at some of my notes, the impact of hearing loss, negative impact in your social, because you kind of stay away. It's hard to have a conversation in a restaurant when the background noise kind of takes off. There's emotional impacts on this. You kind of back off yourself. But there's also a problem with the cognitive. Can you address that, Jeff, for me?
Oh, sure. What happens with hearing loss is, let me kind of start with what a hearing loss is. It's actually not, there's hearing and there's understanding. Most people, they don't realize that there's a difference. I hear what you're saying, but the question is do I understand? If I'm not understanding, what happens is a person withdraws. They don't want to be involved in things. They want to stay away, and they don't even realize it. There's also some preliminary research that's showing that if somebody has an untreated hearing loss, that they're more likely to have the onset of dementia and Alzheimer's as well. So there's a medical thing about that as well. When somebody's eyes go, if I can't read the poster over there, I go and get glasses right away. But if I can't hear, I turn the volume up on my TV. I put it off. So oftentimes what happens is people put it off so long that by the time they come in and see me, they're a lot worse off than they would have been if they would have came right away. But there's a lot of warning signs. You ask people to repeat themselves. People are complaining that your television is too loud. I have trouble when I go out to eat because I can't hear the person across from me. So there's a lot of different warnings. Ringing in ears is another one. So what we try to do when somebody comes in here is explain to them very clearly what a hearing loss is, how their hearing loss is particular, how we can help them, and what kind of expectations they can have by getting a Zounds hearing aid.
You know, it's been advantageous, too, for the people that are coming in and having their hearing check and deciding to go with some type of hearing aid, that cosmetically they're not as obvious anymore.
Oh, no.
Do you want to address that a little bit for me?
Well, you know, as a female, cosmetics is very important to me.
Absolutely.
I can put that hearing aid, and you can look at me this way, and you would never know that I have one in. That's invaluable. I'm going to tell you that from a female perspective.
And from a male perspective, too, I'm guessing.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Everybody's always concerned about, is anybody going to notice it? But, you know, our technology is so advanced that they're so small, most people wouldn't even know we're wearing them. Oftentimes I'll put one on, and they don't even know I have them, and I don't have hair to cover it up.
That's right. You can't mask it very well, can you?
Right.
It's also interesting in this article, and I'm sure you could tend to the very same thing, is that the hearing loss is happening to people younger and younger. My kids would be a good example. They're older, and they've been blasting music in their ears
And
for
those
very...
iPods, absolutely.
The iPods that they had, the music level is just astounding. So that's all taken effect.
Volume all the way up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that, I think, is why we see hearing loss at an earlier age than ever before.
And so they really need to be very careful as far as attending to that, knowing that there possibly be future problems as a result of the hearing loss. Okay, now tell me if I have a problem, I'm thinking maybe there's something that needs to be addressed. I'm going to come to your door, and what's going to happen?
You're going to come to your door. Rachel, our office manager, is going to offer you an appointment. If Jeff is available at that time, he is going to give you a hearing exam. He's going to look in your ear first to make sure we don't have earwax or something else that may be going on that would prevent you from needing a hearing aid. So after he's done that, he's going to test to see your level of hearing loss. And based on the outcome of that test, Jeff is going to fit you with the hearing aid that is right for your hearing loss, based on that test. That same day, you will walk out with a program hearing aid for your particular loss, hearing better, feeling better, and able to be engaged with your family and loved ones.
Jeff, is there much of an adaptation period?
It depends on the person. Some people adapt very quickly. Some people, it takes a little bit of time. I try to be very sensitive to that with people. Sometimes you need to start them off at a level that's a little bit lower than I would want to go normally because they've got to get used to wearing the hearing aid. But that really boils down to follow-up. You follow up with the patient. You make sure they understand what's going on. And we want them, if they're having a problem, to call. This isn't a business where you get a hearing aid and we don't see you again. We want to see our patients. We want them to come in here. If somebody's having an issue, that's an opportunity for us to make it even better for them.
Okay. I don't see any reason for not coming in.
Right. We are not just trying to sell hearing aids. We are trying to be here to be service for our clients and our community and build a long-lasting relationship. And that's just not selling one pair of hearing aids to one person at a time. That's not
Well,
what we're...
Karen, you've made a commitment to be here. I
Absolutely.
mean, this is your business.
Absolutely.
You've made a commitment for the people here in this area.
Yes.
So that's big on your part.
Thank you.
Okay, take advantage. It's right here at Harlem and Route 83, College Drive. More specifically, it's called Zound's Hearing, 7702 West 119th Street, next to Starbucks. Now, there's a good place. That's a good
They are
thing to
great
mark off of.
neighbors, let me just say.
And their number, would you suggest calling first to make an appointment?
Absolutely.
Rather than walking in or?
Yes, we will take walk-ins as well.
Okay.
But if Jeff has an appointment, it could take a little while, and we don't want our clients to wait. So we would suggest an appointment.
Okay. How long would the hearing test take?
The test takes about a half hour.
Okay.
And we usually can have people out of here within an hour, maybe an hour and a half most.
Okay.
But we're not here to just keep them here all day, but we want to make sure that everything's working right.
And make it complete.
Absolutely.
Okay. Their number to reach is 708-827-5654, and we'll run this on the bottom of the tape when you're watching this. If you have any questions, they're very convenient. Lots of parking. There's
Yes,
parking in the
yes.
front and in the
We
back.
have 2 dedicated parking spaces
that's
right
great.
out front for our customers to make it easier to get to.
Okay. Thank you for coming to Palos
Thank
Heights.
you.
We welcome, we'll see you in the future, I'm sure. Jeff, thank you for talking with us today.
Thank you.
And as always, thank you for watching us here at Palos Heights Community Channel 4.